That gas station on the highway wasn't marked on any map you could trust. During the day, the sunlight hit it in a strange way, as if even the light didn't want to fully touch the place. The ground around it was lower than everywhere else, yet after rains, water never pooled there, as if the earth refused to take anything in. Behind the station, massive metal tanks were half buried in the ground. They had dates carved into them from years ago, but rust had eaten them so badly that you couldn't read the year. The only thing clear was this. Beneath each tank, the soil wasn't black, but a deep brown, as if it had been dug up repeatedly and then hurriedly covered again. At dusk, the gas station lights would turn on by themselves. No switch, no timer. Whether there was electricity or not didn't matter. The lights would flicker to life, and the air would grow heavy, so heavy that breathing made your chest burn slightly. The mirrors by the station didn't reflect things normally at night. Whatever stood in front of them appeared seconds later, as if the glass were still seeing some previous night. Often, a shadow would appear in the mirror that wasn't actually there. The pumps were ancient. The nozzles weren't smooth to grip. They were rough, like someone had scraped them with fingernails. A thin layer of gasoline always coated the ground beneath, but it didn't smell like gas. Instead, it carried the scent of iron, decayed soil, and something burnt, like meat. Every night around 3, something strange happened. The meters on the pumps would start moving on their own, not slowly, but in jerks, like something inside was rushing to finish counting. At the same time, a thumping sound came from inside the tanks, but it didn't sound like hollow metal. It had a damp, almost living quality. Inside the station's cabin lay an old logbook. Its pages were thick, but the corners were damp. Every page had a date, a number, and a straight red line drawn across the bottom. Nothing below the line. No signature, no name. Flip through enough pages, and each one ended with a line. The last pages had ink so deep it seemed the paper might tear. Many nights, the ground around the station would sink slightly, like something heavy was shifting underneath. Afterward, warm vapor would rise, though the ground stayed cold. Stand in that vapor too long, and visions would form in front of your eyes. Burned vehicles, overturned bodies, and the gas station itself. Not burning, but watching. The strangest part was the old service pit beneath the station. It had been closed years ago, but its cover never fit perfectly. The inside of the lid was scratched, as if something had tried to climb out, with the metal bent inward toward the opening. On some nights, the lights went out, but the darkness was never complete. A faint yellow glow seeped up from the ground. Shadows formed in it, but their directions were wrong. Instead of stretching downward, they reached upward, as if gravity had flipped. With that glow came a sensation, like something below was watching from underneath, using the surface of the earth as a ceiling. Often, gasoline would leak from the pumps on its own. It didn't spread across the floor, but pooled in one place. Tiny bubbles would rise from it, and when they popped, fleeting shapes appeared, half-burned, half-melted faces. Then everything would go silent. By morning, the station looked perfectly normal. The lights were off, the pumps silent, the ground dry. But every morning, a new mark appeared inside the mirrors. A palm, fingers, sometimes a full face, as if something had been struggling to get out from inside. Cars continued to pass along the highway. Most didn't stop. Some did. And the ones that stopped? Their license plate numbers would appear in the logbook the next night, each with a new red line.